Dr. Meg. This is Dr. Carroll from Chiropractic Family Wellness Center at Oasis Wellness Partners in Scarborough, Maine. Welcome back. Today we are introducing our fabulous functional nutritionist, Cami Smalley. We're going to be going through some questions, having her explain what functional nutrition is, how it can benefit you, and why you should pursue it.
At Oasis, you know, and you've seen that this is everything under one roof. So we've already talked a couple times in some of these YouTube videos about nutrition and food is your medicine and taking care of your bodies. Well, we decided to bring in an expert because Dr. Meg and I have studied a lot, but it's not our thing. Our thing is your nervous system and your neurology and your patterns and habits of stress. So we brought in Cami, who is amazing. So far, Cami has just spread her work throughout the practice. Many people are using her work to, I think, from what I can tell from their responses with me and Dr. Meg in the adjusting, they are literally having another thing in their tool bag to bring them to full health, full potential, and the ability to rejuvenate and grow healthy new lives. You're welcome. It's true. I don't ever tell untruths in here, ever. So, Cami, tell us a little bit about some of your background and how you got to this place.
Yeah, well, I've been studying nutrition for about 25 years, but it took me 15 years to find this particular program. It's got a foundation of functional medicine, which we can talk about that in a moment. But yeah, I was looking for something that was very holistically minded and included, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual aspects to healing. This type of functional nutrition is more than food and exercise. It really goes deep, and as deep as you want to go, basically. Or we can stay in the shallow end too. So it's steeped in evidence-based research, very personalized. There's not one shoe fits all approach, and it really is a dialogue between me and the person. So it brings in their preferences more, whereas the experience with a conventional doctor might be it's quick, it's maybe you get 15 minutes with them, and the average time you're interrupted is like 3 times in the first 7 minutes. So the experience for me is very different. It's all about their story, where they want to go, and bringing them in the healing process.
I would love for you to, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what functional medicine actually is.
I think of it as a GPS for the body. It's very systems biology approach, and by that I mean we focus on systems as opposed to symptoms. So for example, if someone has low testosterone, let's say, one approach might be to give them testosterone hormone. However, if you go upstream, sometimes this is referred to as upstream medicine, you see that the precursor to testosterone and estrogen is actually cholesterol. And in that pathway, there might be 15 to 20 different steps. That it's very nutrient-based. There's a lot of requirements for things like magnesium. And so we want to look up that upstream, basically, to see what's going on in that pathway or that system. I listen to the body, and then what I help to do is people become more self-literate. Increasing self-literacy, meaning listening to our bodies differently and cues. Several of the ways that I listen to the body is through an intake questionnaire that helps identify what systems are impacted right now, so we kind of know where to start. And then we can do food sensitivity testing, which helps give us a status on the immune system, the gut health, leaky gut situations going on, and then blood work too.
One of the things you just mentioned was the food sensitivity test, and I was just thrilled when I found out that is literally one of the ones is a finger prick, because I, from the beginning of time here in chiropractic in our office, have heard of young children and adults being poked and prodded and needles and irritants put throughout their whole back, and then they are made to sit with it and let their system go into a frenzy of chaos to find out if there's been a reaction. That's old medicine in my mind, and this way just seems so wonderful and humane and accurate.
Easy.
Yeah. So it's a tiny little finger prick like you might do to check your blood sugar, yeah?
Right. And so it gives us, so it's termed delayed hypersensitivity, meaning that the symptoms can show up 2 hours up to 2 days after you eat a particular food. So, I've done food diaries and tried to identify what's causing, say, headaches back when I had leaky gut, and it's really hard to identify that. So this test really allows you to see it, and the severity too. It breaks it into the severity of the food sensitivity. So it tests for IgG, which is just a part of the immune system related to sensitivity. So it's not an allergy, meaning that it's also probably not lifelong, which I always like to remind people that it's about helping the system right now, which is the gut, and it doesn't mean that you can't eat this food for the rest of your life.
Tell us a little bit about some changes that you've seen with clients that you've worked with so far here.
2 of our people here, staff members, did the food sensitivity test, and one of them had fatigue, gut problems, and then a lot of food pangs, hunger pangs. And she, within 3 days of removing eggs from her diet, which is what showed up on the food sensitivity test, she noticed she no longer had cravings, and she was also, what she termed it, a lifting of the veil. That she just the fog she was feeling, brain fog, went away. And then after about 5 days, she noticed that even when she didn't get good sleep throughout the night, she would feel good during the day, that it didn't really drain her. Another one is someone who's been struggling with shoulder pain for years and tried many different things, and it didn't seem to quite go away. Things might help here and there intermittently, but when she removed the foods that were offending her gut out of her system, her pain in her shoulders went away, which who would really attach?
Connect that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Whether you have symptoms or not, and depending, just for your information, just to add another tool to your tool bag, to see really how much further you can go with your own health, you should definitely check out Functional Nutrition today. Thanks for watching.